Gonna get into some other NBA, some pro basketball stuff going on. Dirk Nowitzki injures his ankle, and he is out indefinitely. How is this going to affect the Dallas Mavericks playoff chances?
I don't know who Dirk Nowitzki is. Dirk Nowitzki was the guy who what it was. It's got an ankle. It's on the left leg, the ankle and the knee, both moderately sprained. They're saying it's going to be about 2 weeks he's out, probably more. This really hurts Dallas. They're sitting in the 7th spot in the West right now, fighting for position. Denver's only a game and a half behind them for that to get into the postseason.
They have to play Denver too.
Exactly, and Dallas has one of the toughest schedules in the NBA coming up here down the last few weeks of the season. No Dirk Nowitzki. He is the reigning MVP, Charlie. He's been carrying this team. Without him, where's the offense going to come? They're only 9-8 since they got Jason Kidd.
Well, you got to remember a few other things too. Like Dirk Nowitzki isn't just a great player; he's a great motivator too. I mean, he does not take losing sitting down. I mean, you saw his reaction after getting knocked out in the first round by Golden State. And they got to play Golden State a few times in the next couple of weeks. And I don't see how this is going to help the Mavs. I mean, the Mavs have got to they need Nowitzki out there.
Sure, it doesn't help them. They're losing the MVP, Charlie. The thing is, do you see them in the playoffs? What do you think? Are they going to make it?
No. If he has to sit out 2 weeks or more, that is not going to help them at all. It just can't. They just can't do it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to
get Golden State and Denver ahead of them.
They're definitely going to have to get more production from all the players. You're talking Jason Terry, Jerry Stackhouse, guys like that. Even Devin George off the bench.
Yeah, Devin George is a heck of a player.
Yeah, they're going to have to get that. But I mean, Mark Cuban just sitting there. You saw him when Dirk got hurt. He's just millions of dollars down the drain. All the things he provides to the fans there in Dallas. You know, it's all for nothing. His team might not even be in the playoffs. You got to feel bad for the guy.
Probably smashed his steel beam in that arena that he built there. Probably can afford to, though.
Yeah, very tough situation in there for Dallas. Time will tell. See if they can hold on into the playoff spot. Charlie, let's move on to tennis. I know you're quite the tennis pro yourself. I've seen you out in there with Danny Sass hitting a few balls back and forth. Guy's a little bit better than you and Danny, though. Roger Federer, #1 player in the world. He hasn't won, though, in 2008. He's lost 3 times. Can you believe it, Charlie? 3 times Roger Federer has lost.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Roger Federer came into this season. He's the #1 ranked player in the world. He's already making a ton of money. I think he's just getting a little too complacent compared to other players.
That didn't happen last year, the year before that. You know, he's been doing this for about 6 or 7 years.
He's been doing this for a long time, and sometimes
he's only 26 years old. He's still right in the prime of his career.
Well, so did Pete Sampras. Pete Sampras had similar situations.
Pete Sampras didn't stop downsliding until about 28, 29, Charlie.
Yeah, but Pete Sampras was like one of the most, the only tournament he could never win was the French Open, and for understandable reasons. It's a crazy court out there.
Yeah, but clay is wild.
Yeah, clay is pretty wild. You got to be able to return on that. But yeah, like I said, Roger Federer, he just had a bad start. I think he still has a shot at winning Wimbledon.
But how about this last one though? He just got just killed by Marty Fish, 6-3, 6-2, straight sets at Indian Wells out in California this past week. I mean, it's not showing good things now, only a few weeks away from next month's French Open, where he usually doesn't win at all. So, I mean, you got to wonder, what's happened to Roger Federer here? I mean, I don't know if he's over the hill. I'm not liking the talks that I'm hearing that he might be over the hill. There's no way.
He's over the
Most
hill.
dominant player in the sport by far. He's going to win Wimbledon again, be sure.
He'll come back. I mean, he can win Wimbledon. That
should get him going, and then he might be able to tack on a U.S. Open too. Charlie, we're going to end the hot topics this week talking a little bit MLB baseball, a little preview here. The season just started this week over in Japan, actually. We'll talk about that later in the show. Get your opinion on that.
Today, yeah.
Exactly. So what are you looking for now? 2008. The season has begun.
I'm looking for 2 specific races in the AL Central. There's going to be a really good race between my Detroit Tigers, yay, and the Cleveland Indians, Matt O'Day's team. It's going to be really hard. Cleveland didn't make any off-season moves, but they did make, the Tigers got Miguel Cabrera, Dontrelle Willis.
Just signed him to, what, $153 million deal?
That was crazy.
A lot of money, huh? 19 mil a year for Cabrera.
I mean, it
might have a few more donuts now, too. I'm worried about that.
I don't know if it's really that good of a move, but, Granderson just got injured. That's really going to be scary, for early on. They don't have Jules.
What do you think about, who do you see as being the odd team out there in the AL? I mean, you got the Red Sox, you got the Yankees, Tigers, Indians, Twins are always good.
Blue Jays are going to be good. I see the Toronto Blue Jays as being kind of the, last couple of years they've been really kind of on the bubble.
This is what I call the Blue Jays.
Yeah, like they coulda, they woulda, they shoulda. But this year, I think they have a shot. I think that if they can really challenge the Red Sox, challenge the the Yankees, I think you can make a run at the AL East.
So you think it's going to be a 3-team race out there in the AL East? People are
Possibly,
talking just
yeah.
Red Sox, Yankees. I think you do got to throw the Blue Jays in there if they can remain healthy. They already lost Roland. You know, they lost B.J. Ryan last year. When they start losing those guys up in Toronto, they start falling apart. So I think if they can keep it together.
Though, in the National League, though, like the race to follow is the NL East, the Mets versus the Phillies.
It is every year.
I mean, yeah, it's been every year since God knows how long.
How are the Mets going to respond after that monumental collapse back in September? How much of a difference does Johan Santana make, and can that rotation keep it together? You know, except for Santana.
Well, I think
the other guys
have a shot, but we got to go to a break right now. Stick around. We've got more. You say Maize, I say Blue, and we've got our main event guest Peter Saul going to talk a little NHL hockey.